everybody! It is me, Lava Captain 2000 here. I am the devil on Serenoa, Wolford's shoulder, and welcome back to the Silver Anniversary. Not really, the 25th. Welcome to part 23. In the last episode, we actually took a break from the main story and did some mock battles, getting a bunch of our guys leveled up. I got every battle done, except the one we failed. Sorry. In doing so, I got a lot of people up a few levels. Most of them, especially some of the guys like Julio and Hyzante, were not very high level, but I managed to pull everyone up. So everybody should reasonably be able to compete in this next chapter without fear of being under leveled. In addition to this, I also got another Medal of Bravery, which means I can promote someone. I think it's time we promote the final one of the core 8. It's been a long time coming, and it's been so long she actually has the skill she picks up. Let's go with Anna. We're going to be turning her into an assassin. Also, I know I was... Right.
I must be ever ready.
I know that it was... I've had a lot of problems with audio issues in this project. From echo problems to me being a little too quiet for my own liking. I hope this is a fix. I put a noise gate down and some cancelers, and, well, I'll deal with that later. So, yeah, no, Anna is officially now a veteran. Rudolph is the only recruit we have left. Sorry, Rudolph. Anyway, let's actually do what we were supposed to do. In the last episode, we had... we were finishing up the Roselle plot thread as well. So let's actually just straight up end exploration.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Alright, so I'm going to throw a bit of a spoiler here. I actually know what the key is.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
Wow, I didn't even get the pink carpet. Okay. The item that we're supposed to present to the Elder is the rock. Ironically, if you don't present the right item and you get through this player phase, you actually reach the bad ending of the game. I'm not going to show that off, at least not in this video, but I probably will in an extras video, because I've actually got an extras video already planned. So yeah, we're going to show off the pink rock. There
Could
it
this
is.
pink rock be the key?
Where did you find that?
Oh, shoot. I think we found something, Serenoa.
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
What is this strange pink rock?
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
I love how everybody looked around and was like, I'm not going to lick this thing. Who knows what it might be. But yes, it is in fact a salt crystal. I actually mentioned what it was in the last episode. Well, in episode 23.
Truly.
The Secret of the Continent.
A rock of salt.
A new achievement. What is the achievement? Find the key in the Rosellan village. So yeah, no. I will have to come back and redo this.
Indeed, it is. And the story behind it is a long one.
I've got time. I've got 46 minutes. 45 in a minute.
This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlea.
My mother brought this?
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes, But the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow. That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlea spoke of a repository rife with salt, hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
And where might that somewhere be?
Unfortunately, I do not know. And I fear the knowledge passed with Lady Orlea herself.
Do you know anything about this, Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Calm yourself, Benedict. You're scaring the lass.
Calm myself. The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it. If you have ever wondered why Hyzante oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source, this is your answer.
Yeah, Benedict, you show
They
him.
did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize salt.
And not just that, anyone who finds that repository
He's going
could
to the
reign
source.
over all Norzelia.
Oh, yeah, it was worse.
Would it really have so great an influence?
I mean, to be fair, Hyzante's motto is, "We have salt."
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. It is one of Hyzante's fundamental beliefs, one that, due to their monopoly on both salt and the source, has appeared true all these years. But no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Yeah, this is more proof. Looks like we're going back to court.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzante to its very core.
True.
There may be hope for us yet.
A report, my lord. Hyzante's army is on the horizon.
Oh.
Lord Serenoa, if you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Sure, Benedict. I mean, at this
Of
point,
course,
you probably
Benedict.
have a reputation.
I leave the matter in your capable hands.
Alright, now when we go back to the world map, I'm assuming there's going to be a crap ton of character stories. Because I did so many mock battles. Oh, never mind. The next morning. 2 days later. Holy shit! That's a lot of guys. It's a lot of blue guys.
How unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances.
Indeed it is, my friend.
But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Jesus.
Before that, Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
It is a mere fragment of something we have discovered in this village. It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is this you speak?
Surprise! We have a direct proof that everything you live for is a bullshit lie. Now, will you join my army? Let's see.
This is salt, indeed. How is this possible?
Well, you see that it's very, 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 I don't know how it's possible. It just is. Accept that and be gone with your life, I guess.
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Oh. I see. I'll be right back. I gotta do some. I'm not gonna let this audio issue screw with me again. I want higher volume, so I might raise it a little. Be right back. Alright, I think I fixed the issues. I raised my master mic volume up by like 5. Let's see how that works.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's right, XM. Serenoa, Benedict, and Maxwell over there. I love Huette, just angry face in the corner of the screen.
Perhaps so, but we have proof. Salt can be found in places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
What is it that you want?
You join my army.
An audience with the Holy One. and a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolford here. Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One.
Let's go. We
And
don't
you
have to
my
fight
word,
the circle
the
of
village
death.
will be safe from harm.
Thank you, Minister.
Woo!
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
Holy One. Religious asshole realizes that religion's not real.
We owe our lives to this.
Yeah, we owe our lives to this rock. Can the rock be playable?
A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
I mean, I called it a salt crystal.
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia.
I mean, I've got salt shakers of pink Himalayan salt, so I should know if it's a salt crystal.
The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How do you remember that? That was like a chapter ago.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I'm assuming that's what the quote means.
I cannot imagine Hyzante being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct.
Go, Benedict.
This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzante will swear its support to us.
If their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
Baby steps, Frederica. That'd be like that would cause that caused a civil war in America.
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolford. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
I see. I suppose you are right.
What do you mean you suppose? He is right.
And what will you do once granted those privileges, Benedict?
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
Well, I'm assuming...
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
I am assuming what we're going to do is, considering we've gone to Esfrost, we've been to Hyzante now, and we're sort of dealing with the end result. I'm assuming we're off to Glenbrook again,
It's
right?
time we decide what to do for ourselves. I wish to reclaim Glenbrook. With Hyzante beside us, we can defeat Esfrost.
Yeah, true.
So when we meet, I will ask the Holy State to go to war with us.
Cool. Green units?
House Wolford protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzante sends an army to punish Wolford for their disobedience. Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General Exum, and succeeds.
And there they go. Oh, shoot. That's right, blue and red units walking together.
The crystal holds the power to change not only Hyzante, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
Is this the first time I've seen the Hierophant? Character stories. Okay, so those are not important for this project, this route. These are... Actually, you know what? I might as well read them, but first let's do the side story. No side stories, just characters. Okay. Let's start with Roland. Roland reminisces during a training session with Serenoa. So these are obtained by spending a certain amount of time in the mock battles. Look at that beautiful battle.
You've gotten better, my friend. Much better.
Where's your horse, Roland?
Only because I've had you to train with.
And how far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage?
Yeah, speaking of Sir Maxwell.
The Dawn Spirit himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal.
Yeah, you might have a trainer advantage. I've got a stat advantage.
It's been a while since we last sparred. It takes time to adapt to a new opponent.
Perhaps so.
Dots.
Anyhow, I always enjoy our skirmishes. No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with Father.
What? How long ago was this scene? Because how long ago was this scene? Oh my god.
Must all three nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
You do not hear because you do not listen.
How long ago was this conversation?
Hyzante offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving S-Frost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But Hyzante... have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt? Such a change would be welcomed by our subjects, and enrich their daily lives. We cannot concede everything while gaining naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
Damn, it sounds like Roland's a better king than you, Regna.
It has been decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
It sounds like he does.
But Father, I'm just...
Now, Roland, if there is nothing else, pray leave me be. I have more important matters to attend to.
Like what, dying?
Yes, Father.
I'm glad you died for Roland's sake.
If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check. Perhaps things would have ended differently.
No, you having emotions is what makes you the good one.
Blaming yourself for past mistakes will lead you nowhere. You must look forward for the opportunities ahead.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Indeed.
Just as House Wolford stands with the crown, I stand with you.
I am fortunate to have as loyal a friend as you.
As am I. Ah, enough sentimentality. Raise your spear so I can knock it down.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
Well, that was honestly quite heartwarming. Sereno's convictions have been strengthened. Let's see what Best Boy is doing. Narv speaks with Gila about her home of Hyzante and his grandfather's place in their history.
That should do it. You should be able to use that arm just fine in no time.
Many thanks, lad. You truly are a talented one. My apologies for treating you like an intruder the other day.
The other day, he joined like before the war broke out.
Think nothing of it, my good man. If you need anything else, I'm more than happy to help.
Actually, I think he might have been the first recruit that we had.
Your magic never ceases to amaze. Did you learn everything from your grandfather?
You bet I did. The Archmage Grandante taught me everything I know.
Grandante. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Narv.
This is like
Ask away.
The most screen time Narv and Angela have had all day.
I was in Hyzante for a short time, studying at the Ministry.
Weren't you born in Hyzante? You have the Hyzantean skin color. And in video games, that is like, I am live here type of thing. So I thought you
No
were
doubt
born
you know
there.
it's considered the greatest authority in this world when it comes to matters arcane.
I don't believe that. Nobody from Hyzante is a mage. There's not a single mage amongst the Saintly Seven.
Their library contains everything from records of magically enhanced soldiers to technical tomes and much, much more. Their chronicles on the history of magic, too, were the most comprehensive in our realm. And yet, I do not recall seeing even a single mention of a mage named Grandante. One would think the achievements of such a powerful sorcerer would be recorded somewhere. Why are they not?
Those awful Hyzantians. Truly, they have no shame.
Okay.
Narv?
The chronicles you speak of, in truth, they were written by my grandfather's own hand.
Oh shit.
What? But then why is he not credited by name?
Copyright?
He refused to do the research the former Hierophant ordered of him.
Unpersoned?
And was branded a heretic and unbeliever. They erased his name and achievements
Yeah,
from
he
the
was
records
unpersoned.
and made it like he never existed at all.
Ah, poor Narv.
He was then banished from the city and died in exile. His name all but forgotten.
Ah, poor kid.
It's all their fault. No one knows of the Archmage Grandante.
What happened to your father, though? I'm more concerned about your parents. If this is how you turned out, you must have had some really fun parents, to be fair.
I had no idea.
Of course you didn't. You asked.
These robes I wear were once his. They're the only remaining proof that he once walked this realm.
I don't know. They look like they're made for you, though.
So you carry his memory with you everywhere you go.
I promised myself I would make the Archmage Grandante's name known around the world. So I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked before, until all in the realm know his story. And in the process, I'll become the greatest mage this world has ever seen.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, this dude's selfless. He's gonna be the #1 fan in the world for his grandfather, and then that line dropped.
That's the spirit.
Thanks, Gila. Just you watch, Grandfather. I'm going to make you proud.
Interesting. I don't know if I will watch all of these every time they come up, because the longer we go, the more we'll get. I like this one a lot, though. Julio and Eridor are out on patrol when they come across a deplorable act in progress. I'm gonna shut up for this. This one's really cool. You guys can watch it without my commentary.
Please, you can't take our wheat. We just sent food the other day.
Silence! Lord Walford has ordered the requisition of all provisions. You wouldn't dare disobey your lord, would you?
Of course not. I just can't believe Lord Walford would command such a thing.
Are you accusing me, a noble woman of Glenbrook, of lying? How dare you, peasant?
Mayhap we should see what the commotion is about.
Mind telling us what's going on?
Well, if it isn't Captain Eridor. Thank you for all that you do to keep these lands safe.
You're one of the lot what recently fled from the Crown City, ain't you?
Just so, yes. I came to humbly lend what aid I could to Lord Wolford and deliver on the provisions I promised.
What is your quarrel with these people? If you could explain the situation, we'd be more than happy to lend what aid we can.
Please, I beg of you, don't take our food. It's all we have.
I've always known Lord Walford to care for his people above all. Why would he do this to us?
What madness is this? Lord Serenoa has strictly forbidden commandeering food from the common folk. Surely you aren't asking these good people to relinquish their stores to you in his name?
I am simply gathering provisions on Lord Wolffort's behalf, as I promised. Honestly, he should be grateful.
Grateful? Huh. He'd be red in the face if he saw what you were doing. Ain't no way he ordered it.
On the contrary, you are acting in violation of your lord's decree. We cannot overlook your actions. You will come with us and be jailed. There you will await judgment for your crimes.
What nonsense is this? I am a noblewoman of Glenbrook. How dare you try to order me about, you self-important little man? You've no authority over me!
Look, I ain't disagreeing, but are you sure we should accost her without seeking Lord Serenoa's counsel first?
We haven't that luxury. The longer she is allowed to roam free, the more the people will suffer, and our lord's good name be sullied. We must show the people that unethical acts will not go unpunished. Take her away.
You will pay for your impudence!
Can't believe there are scoundrels out here using House Wolfort's name for ill gain. You've done us all proud today, Julio.
Thank you ever so much, my lord. We'd be facing starvation if you hadn't stepped in.
She really had us fooled. We should have known Lord Wolfort is too kind a man to order anything like that.
If you are ever troubled again, please seek me out. I shall ensure that any wrongs committed against you are set right.
I love that character story so much. It's one of my favorite stories in the entire game. Every character, other than Serenoa, has 2 stories, and we'll try to listen to all of them. There are 2 that we will probably not see because of circumstances, but other than that, there you go. Anyway, Serenoa uses the discovery of the salt crystal to gain an audience with the Hierophant. Let's go. Let's meet the... Let's go. I also am eating dinner.
We granted you an audience because of Minister Exham's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this.
Yeah, it's a crystal.
A crystal made of salt. How very fascinating. It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real. Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology?
Well...
He's playing the magic card. You know it's real now.
With all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzante?
I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt.
Gustadolf is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place.
In other words, he's probably got a supply of salt, you dumb bitch.
Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example. Having their own salt would make Hyzante redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue.
What is it you want from us?
Your full support.
Lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzante's ties to all nations will remain intact.
I don't know about that. Hyzante and Esfrost probably don't like it.
You mean to start a war? The kingdom of Glenbrook may be naught but a puppet now, but it was once your homeland. You understand this, yes?
Okay, does nobody think this is a war going on? How many wars have been started without one finishing? We have been in a war from the moment we fought at Castle Wolfort against Devlora way back in Chapter 7.
We do.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
No, your republic democracy in the religious zealot world of Hyzante doesn't work.
Do you think Gustadolf can be reasoned with? Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Be that as it may, neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Then I shall give you one. For I am the second son of King Regna.
Sup?
Roland Glenbrook.
You live.
Surprise!
There is no mistaking that face.
That smug face.
Huh. So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
Let's go.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do. It shall be done.
She didn't say anything.
Wolfort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One.
What are the words of the Holy One? Oh boy.
The holy state of Hyzante stands with you.
Let's go! We can finally get out of the desert.
The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Norzelia.
Let's go. We're going to war! For the 18th time!
Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf.
Awesome.
From this day forth, we support Prince Roland as our commander, and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
Even better!
A saint.
I'm there! I'm a saint, bitches!
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
They have gave the title of saint to a man whose wife is a Roselle. I defeated racism. Let's go. Let's go. That's a toast moment right there. That's a 3 cheers for Serenoa.
Well, would you look at that? We secured Hyzante's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
I'm the Saint of Salt now, aren't I?
We
Woo!
also received a signed document stating the Roselle in Wolfort are left in our care.
Awesome.
Good going, lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Yeah, because Serenoa didn't do shit. Serenoa stood there.
Everyone
Benedict gave
here
him
has
the
suffered
salt
so
crystal.
much on my behalf.
And Roland is the reason we're going to war. Serenoa is just a self-insert.
My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that I must apologize.
Why? We're going to war.
You've got nothing to
Again.
apologize for. I already told you. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown.
Yep, which is why we're all siding with
I've
religious
decided
people.
that I must press forward. Even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees. I ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
And you shall have it. I am with you every step of the way, my lord.
Good job, Huette.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
Yeah, her husband is now a saint. Not only a saint, but a saint overlooking the source.
No. My apologies for worrying you.
Now, to battle! We take back Glenbrook with our own hands!
Let's go. It took us way too long to get Hyzante's support. The Saintly Seven discussed their earlier council and the possibilities on the horizon. I'm assuming this includes me, for once. Am I a part of this? Nope, it's just Camsil and Exham.
Did you know about this salt crystal exam?
I mean, yeah, we showed it to him.
No. Neither did I know of Prince Roland's survival. I thought he had perished.
Likewise. What did you make of the Holy One's decree?
Hyzante is a grand nation, but unfortunately not one blessed with a bountiful harvest of anything other than salt. Were we not able to trade, there is no doubt our nation would wither to naught. We've relied solely on salt for much too long, and that reality was made painfully clear to us.
Damn, Exham might be questioning religion.
Harsh words, but true nonetheless. Do you think we can triumph over Esfrost?
Yes.
Mark my words, Minister Camsil. There is no fight Exham Marshal cannot win.
Yeah, he looks like he could kick off. He's got the smile of a competent man. I'm eating a pizza. Hello, Lila.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolfort.
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
This chick we've seen so many times, and she's still called Bewitching Dancer.
Perhaps the Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Esfrosti's ship or two.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you?
Damn!
Have a wonderful day.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
Why is Edor's retainer a frickin' dancer? Also, why isn't she the Hierophant's retainer? Man, I've got questions. A missive arrives from Sycharis, alerting Gustadolf to dangers back home. Oh, wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. When was the last time we heard Sycharis? We have not seen Lord Sycharis, or not Lord Sycharis, but Sycharis since episode 5. Holy shoot, it's been a while since he's appeared. Oh shoot, Avlora!
Are you certain it's wise to return to Esfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
Oh, we haven't seen any of these idiots since, like, Hyzante. Like, we haven't been in Glenbrook, we haven't been anywhere but Hyzante in so long. It's so nice to see people again.
If Sycharis's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else. Svarog's deception is nearing its climax. His ill-gotten profits are being used to build a weapon of untold destructive power.
Ill-gotten profits?
Our anonymous source from the manufactory hinted at as much. Svarog is bold to have carried out his plan this far.
Death Snell? What's that?
Let the adults speak, my dear.
If we're to be wed, then there should be trust between us. How long do you intend on treating me like a child?
Shit.
Very well. Tell her, Thalos.
If you insist, brother. This weapon combines the powerful explosives developed by Dragan with Esfrost's mastery of steelcraft. Although yet to be tested, this cannon is said to have the power to breach even Hyzante's walls. The goddess's shield would buckle under a single blast.
Oh! That is not good!
But the shield is impregnable.
I have heard nothing of this. Do you think so little of your general?
A general is to win me victory, as and when I command it.
Sounds like she doesn't
Svarog's
have any
intent
freedom.
isn't to bring Hyzante to heel, however. He means to use the cannon against Brother. But the fool was so blinded by ambition that he never saw the strings guiding his every deed.
Fool that he may be, he served his purpose well. The cannon could not have been made without his engineers and Dragan's research. He will die secure in the knowledge that his bloodline contributed to the glory of Esfrost. Sadly, he shall not live to see his work completed.
Now, here's something kind of weird, and this gives you an idea of just how jank the storytelling here is. If you did not go to Esfrost in Chapter 3, this is the first time you hear of Svarog and Sycharis. This is the first time either of them are mentioned in the story.
With it, we shall do what our forebears could not. The goddess's shield shall yield before Esfrost's might and ingenuity.
Well, actually not true. If the right choices are taken, this is as late as Svarog can be mentioned, because it is possible to see Svarog one other time.
If we can even approach the walls, brother, the trade embargo will ensure that Hyzante is especially wary of our actions.
On the contrary, their focus will turn inward. With naught else to leverage their influence with, they will take measures to see that none of their precious salt escapes their borders. There may be some gnashing of teeth, to be sure, but it will only be in an attempt to hide their inner turmoil. Erica, muster a force and march to the Hierophant's palace at once. Deliver to Hyzante my final demands.
So, basically, if I understand this, the strategy that Gustadolf wants to employ is literally shoot the wall with a giant cannon.
As you wish, brother. I shall gather what news I can of the Saintly Seven's machinations.
Thalas, you will remain in Glenbrook. Conduct yourself as if I had never left.
You hardly need ask, brother.
That is all. Now go.
Even his own flesh and blood are but tools to be used and then discarded when their purpose is served.
He has faith only in himself. Such has ever been his way.
That is unfortunate. And the Still of the Night completed. No. I can't even remember what chapter we're on.
Esfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzante.
Uh-oh.
Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzante to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzante, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation.
Oh, shoot! I'm about to fight!
Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Joy. Oh, I can't even see the chapter number because I was sneezing! God damn it.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer.
I think it's chapter 13. Yeah, chapter 13.
Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
Let's go. I have importance now in Hyzante.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
Indeed.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolfort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
Alright, looks like the Saintly Seven are spurred into action. Being neutral in a war certainly helped them. Here comes green units. Oh shoot! 3 of them! And the dancer!
Hyzante's new weapon.
Yes, it was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
Oh, is this Alfric? It looks like a diamond.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric.
Oh, Alfric. I'm gonna call it Alfric.
The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned, their power makes them unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I'm certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
The entire house Wolford.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use. But Milo should be able to take care of that for you.
Holy
Use them both wisely.
shit! It's finally time to talk about Milo UL. Envoy to the Saintly Seven, a dancer who appears almost out of thin air due to do the Saintly Seven's bidding. She serves as their spy and can easily hold her own in a fight. When I saw her in Chapter 2, I had no idea it would take 10 more chapters before she finally got revealed. She is the third to last member of the Hyzantean forces, the Hyzantean named cast, and is the last member of the Hyzantean named cast that we'll be seeing overall. And for the next few chapters, Milo is with us now.
A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion.
I cannot believe
I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
A Hyzantean spy?
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camsel's will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Sarah?
Okay, so it looks like we've got 3 armies.
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
Awesome. And how are we going to do that? You mightn't have guessed. Alright, Sicarus reports a theft in the archives to Gustadolf.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sicarus.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
Man, it's been a while since we've seen him.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Uh-oh.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her.
And Gustadolf's on our side when it comes to that.
Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
So only Frederica could open it.
It must be of some significance. If she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Interesting. Under secret orders, Huet scouts the Telior domain with Flugi. Let's see how this went. Let's see how the Telior domain has been doing since the death of their stupid lord.
Benedict asked me to scout out Teliorn where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed.
Oh, oops. I'm eating pizza now.
But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place?
I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
A missive arrives at Whiteholm Castle informing Dallas and others of the outcome of Erica's negotiations with Hyzante.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzante refused our final offer.
Oh, pause.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzante would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit. Right, Cordelia?
Enough, Dallas. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I don't know.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General of Lore. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
And you're doing any better.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Lora.
Uh-oh.
As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustav...
Oh, shit.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustadolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone.
Oh!
But with you, General of Lore, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot.
Sorry.
Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust...
I actually have to end the video because we're approaching 55 minutes and I don't want to have to go over the time limit. So, this scene's pretty iconic. I didn't know we were going to have to cut it in half. So next time on Triangle Strategy, we're going to finish this scene. Till then, bye. Sorry.